Part 8 of the Military Journals of Two Private Soldiers, 1758-1775. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by FNH. The Military Journals of Two Private Soldiers, 1758-1775, by Abraham Tomlinson. Part 8. Saturday, 30th. Nothing remarkable, only the christening of the Royal Blockhouse, and the whole of our regiment that were able went over to work, and had a good frolic to drink. The men in general worked well at the intrenching round the blockhouse, the trench 3 foot deep. Sunday, October ye 1st. Nothing remarkable, but something very strange, and that is, the camps were still, and no work going forward, nor no prayers, nor no sermon, and a gill of rum into the bargain. This we had from the generals, our month promised to us yesterday. Mr. Pommery went down to Saratoga to see his son that was sick, and to-day he came back, etc. Monday ye 2nd. All the regiment that were able to work went over to the blockhouse besides that was upon guard, and they were divided into 4 parties, and they that got done first was to have the best fat sheep, 1 sheep to each party. I was upon the grass guard, and at night I found it very tedious lying out, for it stormed exceeding hard all night. Tuesday ye 3rd. Our mess being all of duty, we made up 2 straw bunks for 4 of us to lay in, and as it happened we did it in good time, for it was a very cold night. Wednesday ye 4th. Being very cold, Corporal Sanger and Eliza Child had a pass down to Albany, and likewise a small scout went for number 4, and we made our chimney. Sergeant Kimball was broke, and turned into ranks. Thursday, 5th. General Amherst arrived at Fort Edward about 12 o'clock, and immediately he went off to the lake. Nothing more remarkable today. Friday, 6th. Henry Lyon and Ephraim Ellinghood poorly, and cleared from duty 3 men, whipped about 300 lashes apiece, and 1 woman 52 lashes on bare rump. Saturday, 7th. Our picket went up toward the halfway brook to meet General Amherst, and about 3 o'clock he arrived at Fort Edward, and at 2 o'clock the picket went down with him again, and his wagon, and 6 horses. Sunday, 8. In the forenoon, all our men upon works. In the afternoon, we were allowed to attend meeting, and Mr. Pomeroy preached 1 sermon, and his text was in Ezekiel 36 and 37 verse. Our family this day had a great rarity for dinner, and that was a billed puddin'. Monday, 9. Nothing remarkable among us this day. Tuesday, 10. I was upon guard, and a very stormy day and night it was. Orders came out strict that all fires should be put out by 8 of the clock in the morning, and not to have no more till 6 at night, and they that don't obey the orders are to have their chimney tore down, and not to have another during this campaign. Colonel Fitch lost a barrel of wine. Wednesday, 11th. Still warm and wet. Some of our regiment discharged home, but none of our company. Thursday, 12th. A very clear, cold morning. All our men upon works and upon guard that were able. Colonel Hart's regiment of the Hampshire marched down to Fort Edward in order for home. Friday, 13th. All our men upon works again to-day. 3 discharged, viz., Richard Jordan, Stephen Lyon, and John Howlett. At night 300 of the bay men came down sick, and 2 of them that carried their packs died in the night. Saturday, 14th. All warned out upon works, but the stormy weather defeated them in it, and the regulars which came down from the lake with us have orders to march next Friday down along in order for their winter quarters at Halifax, Nova Scotia. This night the sentry which stood at the south'ard of the storehouse spied a man getting of flour, and he hailed him 3 times, but he would not stop, and the sentry fired, but did not hit him, and in his hurry he left his tomahawk, and 1 shoe. Sunday ye 15. Very cold. All upon works and guard by sunrise. This evening there came in a great number of teams and Samuel Pete brought the melancholy news of Stephen Childs being killed and scalped, and another captivated. I was out upon grass guard. Monday 16th. All upon works, and all the teams sot off for the lake. 12 men taken from the quarter guard to guard teams. This evening there came in a great number of wagons, and 100 or better. Tuesday 17th. Being very pleasant in the morning, then showery and wet all the rest of the day, till 10 o'clock at night. About 12 o'clock at night the teams came in with the artillery. This day a number of our men went down to Fort Miller in battues, to carry the sick, and Captain's bag went down, and the men stayed out. Wednesday 18th. Being cold, the teams sot out for the lake, about 40 of the King's wagons. This afternoon there was a lobster British regular corporal married to a Rhode Island whore. Our men came in from Fort Miller. Thursday 19th. Our regiment was mustered by 9 o'clock in the morning, and our brigade major called over the roll of each company, and after that we had a drink of flip, a mixture of beer and rum, warmed by thrusting a hot iron into it, for working over at the Royal Blockhouse. At 1 of the clock our men were all called to work. A court-martial was called at Captain Holmes' tent, and Captain Holmes president, and at the roll of the picket guard was there one Isaac Ellis, whipped 30 stripes, was to had 50. Colonel Hinman's men came in, loaded with artillery stores. Friday 20th. Cold still, and our men all upon works. This afternoon Lieutenant Smith came up to us again from Greenbush, and Shubble Child came to his team. Saturday ye 21st. Still cold. In the morning our men called out to work by sunrise, and before and 6 of our company, viz. David Bishop, Ephraim Ellingwood, Samuel Mercy, Nathaniel Abbott, David Jewett, and Drake, marched with their packs. This night there came down a great number of teams from Ye Lake, here loaded with cannon balls and bum shells. Likewise a number of sick came down. Sunday 22. The teams set out for Ye Lake again. I was upon the quarter guard. A large number of sick sot out for home, and it yet held cold, and at night it cleared of very clear, and still, but very fresh in cold, a black frost. Monday ye 23rd. I come of guard. Clerk Burrows began his month with Bess. At night 3 regiments of province men came down from Ye Lake, and lodged in the wood near the upper blockhouse. A number of teams came down from Ye Lake, loaded with artillery stores. End of Part 8. Recording by FNH. Please visit www.bookranger.co.uk.